Hey there, my name is Liza, and welcome to the Boundaries Begin Within Core and Hips Yoga Flow. I am so excited to dive on into this because a lot of times within yoga, when we talk about the core, we talk about confidence, we talk about feeling like we're enough. So Manipura chakra, the idea of you are enough, you are worthy, feeling that confidence and that fire within us. When it comes to hips, it's that sacral chakra energy, that Swadhisthana chakra, where it's all about emotions and feelings and releasing any shame or guilt. When it comes to boundaries, sometimes we need a little bit of both. We need the confidence to step into our power and say, no, I can meet you here, but I can't go there with you. And then, of course, the emotions, the hips, where we have to release a little bit of that guilt. We have to release a little bit of the emotional flooding around it, especially if people react negatively to our emotions. So with that, my beautiful friends, let's go ahead and really dive on into the core work and get into the hips. Feel free to come into your comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you today. It could be sitting in Sukhasana like I am, cross-legged. It could be one leg out. It could be both legs out, whatever feels good. Find yourself in a nice comfy position. And taking a moment to just tune on in. We're going to begin this practice with a little bit of somatic sighing with some movement. So taking a nice big deep inhale into the body and just sigh out. Sigh out stress, sigh out the day. Maybe inhale and exhale. And last big deep inhale and exhale. Maybe we move from side to side gently as we think about how we are feeling today, emotionally, physically. Taking a moment of gratitude for being here. And when you are absolutely ready, you can set an intention for your practice. Maybe it's to explore boundaries or to just honor your feelings in this present moment and build a bit of confidence when it comes to that. And when you are ready and that intention is set, feel free to inhale the arms on up, reaching the hands on up. And exhale, sending the chin and the hands on down. And again, inhaling the energy on up. Sighing out, hands come down. Last time, inhaling the energy on up. Exhale, energy comes down. Beautiful. Inhale the hands on up and let's twist on over to the right. Sending the left hand to the right knee as the right hand comes behind you. Sorry, aloe plant. Inhale, lengthening from tailbone to the crown of the head. And exhale to twist. Feeling a nice twist and an opening in the core. Breathing in. And exhale. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and take it into the opposite side. Inhaling, reaching fingertips on up. And exhale to twist, sending that right hand to the left knee as the left hand moves behind you. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to twist, to feel, to breathe. And when you're ready, inhale slowly, coming back through center, interlacing fingers, pressing the palms on up, bending up and over to the right, already engaging the core, and to the left, really hugging the rib cage and the navel on in as we are sitting, and the lower back is nice and supported. We're just moving from side to side. As my nose gets a little itchy. So I have a journal question for you. What would life look like if you had no fear setting boundaries, and if you were surrounded by individuals who always accepted those boundaries? And maybe you are surrounded by individuals who always accept those boundaries. But if you're where I'm at in my journey, and it's a little bit more challenging at times, what would it look like if you could just give yourself permission to feel unapologetic in setting your boundaries with individuals? Last big deep inhale. And exhale. And slowly come back through center and release. Roll shoulders. Beautiful, my friends. And go ahead, slowly come onto the hands and knees for tabletop position. Grounding down through the fingertips, hugging the inner thighs in towards one another, and also hugging ribcage and navel and in. So again, we're really feeling that connection of the midline of the body, really feeling that energy within. From here, go ahead and release all tension in the belly, send the belly on down. See if you can gaze forward and the heart naturally scoops forward. And exhale, bring the tops of the feet to the floor, round and upper back, chin comes towards the chest. Breathing in, curling the toes under, feeling a nice opening in the chest. And exhale, round. And at your own pace, moving and inhaling, sending the belly on down, scooping the heart forward, tailbone naturally comes up. And exhale to round. Maybe see if you can come to sit on to the heels, round and scoop. And continue to just allow yourself to be present, to be here. And when you're absolutely ready, go ahead, slowly see if you can send the left knee on back or left foot on back. Shoulders are over the wrists. We're hugging navel on in. And go ahead, see if we can trace circles with that left knee. Forward, down, back, and up. Forward, down, back, and up. 3 more breath cycles. We're already engaging the abdominals as well as opening up in the hips. And you can always skip around, take a break. But if you're ready, can you reach the left heel on back and see if you can reach it all the way back as far as it can go. And then see if you can send the right hand on forward. Now, you can't go any further, right? You cannot. And sometimes we feel like we're reaching, and this is as far as we can go. And that is okay to honor that, to set a boundary right where you need to be. And take a nice big deep inhale, think of that boundary. Exhale, draw the elbow towards the knee towards the elbow. Bring that energy within to your strength. Inhaling to reach. And exhaling, drawing the energy on in. Inhaling to reach. Exhale to draw the energy on in. Inhale. And exhale. And last time, breathing in. And exhale, drawing the energy on in. Go ahead, release the right hand on down, release the left knee on down, and cat-cows once more. Or you can take a child's pose, bringing the knees mat distance apart and coming to sit on the heels and bow on down. Really your choice, maybe a little bit of in-between work. Sending the heart over the right or the left. And taking a moment to just honor, when we start to feel emotionally stretched like that, that is a beautiful symbol to yourself and to the body and the mind. Like, oh, okay, this is as far as I can go, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It just is. I'm slowly coming back to center, sending the right heel back, and then bend that right knee and open up in the hip, and let's take this onto the opposite side. Same sequence. My nose is so itchy. I just vacuumed as much as I could before we began our practice. So feel free if you ever need a moment to take a break, scratch your nose, Sigh out, breathe. That's also part of your practice, is to just honor where you're at. Honor where you are at. And when you are ready, go ahead, see if you can slowly send the right heel on back. You can stay there, or see if you can really hug ribcage and navel, and then sending the left hand on forward, taking a nice big deep inhale. Exhale, elbow towards the knee towards the elbow, and inhale to reach. Elbow towards the knee towards the elbow, and inhale to reach. And continue for 3 more breaths, reaching. You can always skip around, inhaling. Ooh, and exhale, finding that balance. Last big deep inhale, and exhale to reach. Beautiful. Go ahead, release the left hand, release the right knee. Sway from side to side. You can find cat-cow, or you could take a child's pose. We will play around with a little bit of core balance in this, because boundaries isn't an act of selfishness, it's an act of self-awareness. And I shared this in my class a couple of days ago, but feel free to put in the comments, what is the difference between self-awareness and selfishness? Especially if someone throws in our face when we're like, no, I can't do that for you. Oh, you're being selfish. No, I'm being self-aware. This is as far as I can go. Beautiful. And when you're ready, go ahead, slowly press into the hands and feet. Lift the hips up nice and high and come into your downward facing dog. And if you don't know, take a moment to just be here. And if you don't know what the difference between self-awareness and selfishness, self-awareness, we are very aware of the we in the situation. And one of my beautiful students, her name's Amanda, shout out to Amanda, she says the self-awareness is the we, and selfishness is all about the me. And boundaries is very much done best when it's coming from a place of we. So feel free to pedal out the legs, bending through one leg, reaching through opposite heel. Feel free to share your definition of self-awareness versus selfishness, especially when it comes to setting boundaries. What's your experience with setting boundaries? Beautiful. And from here, go ahead, slowly walk the feet towards the hands, coming into forward fold at the front of the yoga mat. Ground down through all 4 corners of the feet, and inhale to rise, sweeping the arms out to the side, reaching the hands all the way on up, bending up and over to the right. Inhale, bending up and over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive all the way on down, back into your forward fold. And slowly inhale, come up onto the tippy fingertips, or your fingertips, or slide the hands towards the knees. And then exhale, go ahead, release, and step that left foot on back. Bring the left knee on down and really walk the left foot as far as it can go. Now, your boundary. Your knee may be here, or it could be here, or it could be further back. There is no right position, it's just the position that works for you. So honor the boundaries within your body of where you need to be. If you need to fold your yoga mat in half or use a blanket, feel free to do so. For now, let's just go ahead and send the hips forward and back. Forward and back. 3 more times. Inhaling and exhale. You got this. Breathing in. Sighing out. Last big deep inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead, bend on into that right knee. See if you can rise all the way on up into Anjaneyasana and hold. How far can you send the hips? Can you hug the inner thighs in towards each other now? If I'm a yoga teacher and I'm telling you, go further, which no yoga teacher should ever, but imagine, what's your role in that? You know, when someone pushes you, nope. I'm good where I'm at. Thank you. Take a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Last big deep inhale here. Exhale from here. Place the hands onto the right knee. Can you bring that top of the foot to the floor, feeling a nice stretch on the top of the foot? Then bring both hands to the inside of that right foot and heel toe the right foot all the way to the outside edge of the yoga mat, feeling a nice stretch. Beautiful. And just breathing into the hips. Maybe sighing out. And hold with me for about 3 more breaths. You can always back out and do it as whatever you need to in this moment. You're safe to just be. Stunning, guys. When you're ready, go ahead slowly. Curl the left toes under and see if you can heel toe the right foot back to center gently. Now, can you lift the right knee off the yoga mat, pivot that left heel on down, and windmill the arms into warrior two, finding that heel arch connection, melting shoulders away from the ears, reaching right hand forward as left hand reaches on back, having the rib cage stacked over the hips. And from here, can you straighten the right leg, reach the right hand up and back in a reverse triangle. And then exhale, bend on into the right knee and send the right forearm on down to the right leg as you reach the left arm up and over. Inhale, straighten the right leg, back out when you need. Inhale. And exhale, engage when you need. And again, 3 more breath cycles. You can always skip around. You can always stand or stay in a space of backing out a little bit more or leaning in a little bit more and holding. I'm just your guide. I'm just here holding the space. So color inside or out of the lines, however that feels good. All right. Last round here. Inhaling. And exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead. See if you can come to rise all the way on up. See if you can reach right hand forward and down as the left hand comes all the way on up towards the ceiling. See if you can really open up in the shoulder, hug the rib cage and navel on in. If you happen to have a block, you can always place a block to the inside of your right foot. When you are ready, let's find a warrior three. Release that left hand on down and see if you can lift the left foot and hop on to the back left foot. From here, let's come into supported warrior three. Make sure the feet are hips distance apart. Gaze right in the mat, have the fingertips in front of you, and then kind of just lift off and play here. You can always say, look, mom, no hands. And this is finding core balance and core strength. Fly. Feel that freedom. Imagine having the freedom to just be your authentic self. No judgment, no criticism, no shame. Last big deep inhale. And if you fall, all good. Go ahead slowly. Come into forward fold, but keep that left leg lifted. And see if we can now find that boundary of the split, the standing split. Can you kick the left foot as high as you can go as you send the forehead on down, reaching the left foot as high as it can go. And this is another boundary. Don't push past it. Just find your edge and then that's it. Or you don't even have to find your edge. Find where you're comfortable. And go ahead, release. Beautiful. Nice. Sway from side to side. We're going to do the exact same sequence on the opposite side. Go ahead, inhale, reach the fingertips out to the side. Come to rise on up. And exhale, swan dive all the way on down, forward fold. Inhale, come into your flat back. Come on to tippy fingertips. I almost say tippy toes, but fingertips, or slide the hands towards the knees. Exhale, release. Go ahead, step that right foot on back. See how far you can step it on back and bring the right knee on down. Really slide it far back to feel a nice stretch, but don't go past your boundary. And from here, sending the hips forward and back, forward and back. You're doing great. Last breath here. Inhale and exhale. Let's find our Anjaneyasana. Go ahead, bend on into that left knee, send the hips forward and down. How far can that right foot go on back? And let's go ahead and inhale to rise all the way on up to Anjaneyasana. Some people ask me, do I have the foot toes curled under or flat foot? It's really up to you. There's no right or wrong way. Flat foot if you want more, or the top of the foot to the ground if you want more of a stretch on the top of the foot. Toes curled under if you want to feel more of a support in the lower back and hips. Take a nice big deep inhale. Back out a little and bend. Breathing in and back out. Last time, inhale and exhale. And go ahead, send the hands to frame the left foot, heel toe the left foot to the outside edge of the mat, and go ahead, send the hips forward and down. Feel a nice stretch in the inner thigh. And just take a moment to really breathe and maybe somatic sigh out. Stanford University studies this. This is great for grounding through the nervous system, especially if we're feeling overwhelmed. Last big deep inhale. And exhale, release, heel toe the left foot to center now. Find that warrior two. Lift the right knee off the yoga mat, pivot the right heel on down, and windmill the arms into warrior two. You have this. Go ahead, bend on into the right knee. Find that heel arch connection. You are doing fantastic. From here, let's go ahead and play with the obliques. Straighten the left leg, reach the left arm up and over. And exhale, bend on into the left knee, send the right arm up and over. And continue. Inhaling and exhale, moving at your own pace. That is also a form of setting boundaries with yourself and your teachers in your practice. Honoring where you're at, honoring the capacity that you hold. Last big deep inhale and exhale. And from here, go ahead, straighten the left leg, reach the left hand forward and down as the right hand comes all the way on up for our triangle pose. You can always utilize a block if it feels good. But keep a nice light hand on the block. Stay nice and tall. Breathing in, sighing out. Last big deep inhale and exhale, release. You're doing great. We're almost done. Go ahead, hop onto the ball of the right foot. Warrior three. Kick the right foot on up, adjust in any way you need, and maybe you can release your hands. We're like, look, mom, no hands. Use your core to come and rise. Use your core to kick the right foot on up. If you fall, it's okay. You can always come back into it to move forward with your practice. And when you're ready, can you find a standing split? Release the hands on down. I know that left hamstring is talking. Feel free to back out if that is your boundary. Honor that within yourself. But maybe you can kick if you have that capacity today, if that's within your practice today. Breathing in and sighing out. Last big deep breath in and exhale, release. Good job, good work. Go ahead, sway from side to side. And I once had a yoga teacher be like, be careful if you say good job too much. It can sound patronizing. So I actually mean it. If you're with me right now, kudos, snaps and kudos, because it's really hard. Standing splits, warrior threes, the sequence isn't easy. And the theme is even harder. The idea, especially if we're recovering people pleasers, it's really challenging to set boundaries. So the theme, the practice itself can be a bit challenging, but you have this. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale. And from here, you have two options to come to seated position. You can bring one knee on down, then the other, and come to sit, or you can move through into a squat by sending the toes outward, heels inward, coming to sit, 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 sit. Bring the hands to prayer. And when you're ready, go ahead. Feel free to release. Hi, welcome. Our last core work before we come on into our final resting pose. Feel free to bring the hands behind you, and maybe we can lean back and lean forward. We feel nice and supported. The heart is nice and forward. And maybe with the hands behind you, we can lift the toes up off the yoga mat. Maybe we lift them higher. We don't have to straighten. We just come to a point where they're lifted and see if you can lower and lift and lower. And where's the boundary? Where are your boundaries within this? Is it super high? Is it super low? Or is it somewhere in between? Honor the boundaries within you. You got this. Inhaling and exhale. Breathing in and exhale. 3 more times. You can always skip around or you can stop whenever you're ready. 2 more times. And last time, inhale and exhale, release. Great work. Send the soles of the feet together. Let's come into a nice forward fold position. So take a nice big deep inhale and exhale to fold. Ooh, delicious. You did fantastic, really. And as I am a recovering people pleaser, sometimes it's scary to be authentic and say, no, I can't. It could hurt people when you're not there, when they want you to be, or how they want you to be. But just know, authentic, healthy relationships, that mutuality is seeing yourself and seeing the other person, even when it's challenging, even when it's hard. It goes both ways. So take a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Great work. Go ahead, see if you can come to rise all the way up. Bring the knees together and come to lie on down. To stretch out that back and that core, see if you can bring the feet mat distance apart. And I almost said meet me, mat distance apart, and bring the knees to fall in towards one another. And that should be a nice little stretch on the inner thighs. As the core releases, maybe we do a nice overhead stretch. Maybe tilt the tailbone back to feel a nice stretch in the abdominals. And release, maybe hug the knees on in, trace circles one way and the other. And from here, go ahead and see if you can release on down into Shavasana. Feeling the rise and fall of your breath and expanding with the breath, feeling your spirit expand. And then exhale, feeling everything soften as you come on inward. One more time, inhale to expand. And exhale to soften. Breathing naturally. So with that, my friends, you can feel free to stay here for as long as you desire. But if you wish to release the practice, feel free to roll onto your side, cradling your head, and taking a moment again to really thank yourself for all that you do, for all that you are, and coming to rise on up when you're ready. I hope you feel grounded and empowered and hopefully a little refreshed from that practice. I hope it gave you beautiful food for thought to take with you on your life journey and on your day. I thank you again for joining me. Please let me know in the comments how it feels, how you feel, and anything else that you wish to share about your experience. With that, my friends, thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Om Shanti Shanti. Peace. Bye for now. Namaste.